Gorgeous shades of creatives from all around the world. Welcome to 50 Shades of Creative. Hi, I'm Shushmita. I'm a painter, a graphic designer, and copywriter. And 50 Shades of Creative is a compilation of my 12 years of experience. I'm sorry. And 50 Shades of Creative is a compilation of my 12 years of experience. And here I am to make things easier for you, simpler for you, and to make sure that you don't make the mistakes I did. And one thing that maybe you don't get yet, or most of the established business people don't get yet, is that why should people trust you? And you need to ask this question to yourself real hard. Why should people trust you? You have some core values, and maybe you are telling the truth, you are trying your best, but do people know about you? Let me put it this way. Let's say you have a friend and you have known him for a while, and you always say all the big good things about that friend. Let's say they are very honest, they are very trustworthy, they are hardworking, and they always give you good advice, and they always give you proper guidance. They are helping you all the time, and you always have them nearby when you need them, and they are a friend in need, so they are friend indeed. And you can say all the good things about that friend. If anybody asks that, wow, can I meet him or can I meet her? Can we see this friend? You say, no, he is only available at his work time, or you have to apply for his course, or you have to buy from him to understand what it's all about. How does that feel? If you are someone who is listening to all this, let's say someone is telling you all the good things about this, imagine about this, real friend or a colleague who has all the best qualities in the world. But whenever you want to talk to them or you want to meet them, the answer is, oh, they are only available if you buy from them, or they are only available when they sell, or only available if you go to their office or their work time. How would you feel? The first thing you would feel that these all are imaginary, because there is no point, and it doesn't take a thing for someone to tell you all the good stuff about someone else. The same thing happens about your brand. Let's say you are always posting about the products you are selling or the services you are selling, or you are always, of course, you will be boosting ads for people to join your program, or people to buy your product, or to boost your business. This is what you will be all boosting. This is the ads you will be boosting for getting paid traffic in your page or in your website. But when somebody enters your page, or when somebody goes to your website, all they see is the sales posts and the boosted ads. How would they feel? And this exactly feels like when I am saying all the good things, buy from me, but when I am talking about a friend who is the best, and you should buy from him and you should buy from them, the only time they are available is when they are selling. And that is a very bad reputation. And there are thousands of brands in your field. There are thousands of brands in your market. Trust me, if you expect people to trust you at once, at the first time, like love at first sight, this is something impossible. And if somebody trusts you, you are lucky. Chances are it won't last long. Because, it's very much like love at first sight. At that time, all the rushes, all the adrenaline, and all the hormones go crazy, and people don't think straight. But after a while, it seems like this is not the person we expected. Or after a while, you think, how would I even consider this person for me? Or how did I ever fall in love with that person? The same thing happens with your brand. If at the very beginning you attract some people, those who are not your friends, or those who are not your colleagues, or those who are not in your very inside circle, if you drive some clients, if you drive some visitors in your page, but you post nothing, you say nothing, and the only thing you talk about is buying from you, then they are not going to stick around. Let me tell you this. So how do you build that brand communication? How do you build that long-term relationship? And how do you prove that the love at first sight sometimes work? And how do they work? It takes effort. Give values for free. And at this time, I would like to very much emphasize on this time when people are going through disaster, people are going through difficulties, they are going through challenges, and they are scared about what might happen next. What do? You give them values for free, just for free. Teach them or you help them, just reach out to them. You talk to them and you talk to people who are, let's say, they liked one of your posts and you thank them for being there or you thank them for visiting. This is how you create value. And let's say you sell health products or you sell baby foods, you sell bicycles or you sell courses. People at this time cannot think about buying expensive stuff, but there are people who will be willing to invest. Before that, they need to trust. And how do they gain trust? And let me ask you something. Who are the people you trust the most? People who show you their value and people who have proven that you can trust them by their actions. The same thing goes with your brand. How is that possible? Give free values. Let's say people are going live all the time. If you have tips on video, then post it. Then just tell them that if you are going live, follow this, this, and this, you will attract a lot more traffic. And if you are selling bicycles, let's say they cannot buy right now, you can get that. But keep posting that, keep your body active and you can do exercise. And how cycling helps your health? If you do these exercises, it will equally help your health. So people will know that you understand bicycle, people will know that you understand the health value, and they will trust you. Next time they make that decision of buying a bicycle, they will come to you. This is how it works. It's the same thing. We all have this friend. Whenever, maybe we don't always keep in touch, but whenever we need something, whenever we need advice, that friend we always call. And sometimes it becomes selfish, but in business, the good thing is they don't seem selfish. If they come to you when they are buying, this is the upside. This is the, winning situation. When they come to you for help. Let's say you are selling beauty products and you are selling baby food. Food is something that will never get out of market. This is essential. Food, health, clothes, real estate. I forgot. Food, health, clothes, education, housing. These 5 businesses will never run out of market. And 2 more things that are very inevitable. One is communication, vehicles, and another one is entertainment. That is recreation. If you are in one of these businesses, these are the basic needs of human being. If your brand, if your business is one of these 5 platforms, then it will never go out of market. But the thing is, there are thousands of different brands who are in this business, who are in this market. How do you compete with them? You don't. You just gain trust. This is how you gain that. This is how you gain your client. This is how you increase your followers. What do? If you are selling baby foods and let's say your product is more expensive than the regular products, what do? Charge a very humane price. For the time being, when people are in disaster and they are worried about raising their child, feeding their child, you lower your price. So people trust you and they need to know that you understand their situation. You are not just charging, you are not just selling your product, you are building a community and you are helping them. This is how it goes. And let's say you are selling beauty products and this is not the time when people can afford beauty products. And I go to the supermarket every 15 days for my essential groceries and shopping, and I see all the fashion products, all the beauty products are stacked up and all the food is gone. It's well, not gone, but this is all the lines, all the queue are for foods and all the luxury products are there just staring at others. This is a situation that brings life to perspective. And you perceive life from a different angle, from others' angle. Not always it's about you. So what do? If you are selling a luxury commodity, and this is not the time people are buying, instead of telling them, buy this, you will need this, you help them to realize that they can buy this some other time or when they can afford. What do? now they can keep up their mindset, they can stay positive and believe that this shall pass. And this is how you be with them. Let's say you are selling sports shoes, and now is not the time that people are actually thinking about buying sports shoes. There will be a time when they can buy. So how do you motivate them? You tell them the benefits of sports, and it's not always necessary that they go out running. They can stay home and they can stay active. How? You help them with indoor exercises and help how does your body work, making them realize that you understand body, you understand how muscles work, you understand why sports is helpful and they can do it by themselves. Once you can build confidence in people, they trust you. So one thing that you must always remember, that sales come later, communication comes first. And there is one thing that is rule of 7. People need to see you 7 times before they can actually start paying attention. So you go live or you keep posting or you keep reaching out to people anyhow, you need to be there 7 times before they actually pay attention to you. Some will just, some people, if they don't like you, they can just hit, unfollow button. But some people will actually be curious. That chance you will have to take forever. Those who are clicking, it's because they're seeing you everywhere or all the time, and then they can actually trust you. And they want to know what is it that you are saying, and only then they will trust you. Because once they have started being curious, then it's an easy go for you. You just give value, give value, give value. And then if you already have a package to sell, you can post it, or you can post ads, and you can invite them to buy your product or service. Chances are at the very first time the expectation won't be met, but you don't stop. You keep giving value, keep giving value, keep giving value. So they know that it's not only selling. Your purpose is not only selling, but your purpose is to build that community. And this is how it works, always works. When people trust you and they see that this is not your only intention to sell something to them, but your intention is to actually help them with their lives, with their mindset, or with their health, anything. Once they know that you are trying to help them, they will give you a chance. So this thing, oftentimes brands underestimate. Building communication, oftentimes they underestimate. And brands, oftentimes, what they do is only post when it's about selling, or it's about, if I boost it, how much engagement will I get? This is not how it works. It works, but building a community, building a very firm foundation takes effort. And that effort is when you keep adding values. You keep posting about the core message of your brand. You keep posting about why your brand is special from others. And then you need to prove that point. Let's say I am helping you all because I know most, and then I have to show it to you what I know and how is this going to help you. And I know many of you won't pay attention and won't take seriously, but I know those of you who are taking me seriously are my community. And then I will put my 100% to my community. It doesn't mean that others don't count. Like I say, always treat your audience like your first date. Every time you appear online through your posts or yourself, there are millions of people who will be watching you for the first time. And with absolutely anyone, you want a lifetime commitment. So when you appear through your posts or yourself or your video, whatever you present online, there should be the effort of a first date. That rush, that nervousness, that happiness, and that first impression, it lasts forever, ever, and ever. So you don't go just rush, I just felt like, so I put it on. When you are in business, when you are a brand, you never go with rush decision. It is not about you. You need to understand it is about your audience. And you may sometimes need to go slow. Once you have the grip, it is always easy. It always becomes easy. It's like absolutely anything from learning ABCD to learning maths or science or art or learning Facebook, learning technology, anything. At one point, it is extremely difficult and it seems like nothing is happening. But after a while, it becomes easy. So people trust the one they believe and who prove themselves to, who proves their core belief to themselves and to their audience. Let's say you are the best. Well, everybody claims they're the best. In which particular aspect are you the best? Let's say you are a very good translator. Well, Google translates. But why are you better than Google? Why should people come to you? You can interpret. That is a very good thing, and that is a massive aspect that you can interpret. That's why they are called interpreters. But you can, let's say, you can build a bridge between two people who do not speak the same language. And this is how you approach. Once you send your message with elegance and with simple words that people understand and with correct visual, then people will be knocked with your message and they will start trusting you. Next time when they want to communicate with someone with, a different language, they will knock you, hey, can you help? And one last thing, there will be times when people cannot afford your service, but they really want your help. What do? Do you reject them? You know what? It is only if you pay, that is possible. And sometimes, let me tell you something, this is what happened to me. Because when I approached my mentor, it was impossible for me. And I wouldn't even dream that I could do it. What happened was, she gave me a timeline and she gave me all the possible options that I can consider. And then, well, I just kept taking chances and then I got enrolled. So what you can do, sometimes people will ask you for help. You tell them that it is not, you don't sell, or your course is this package, that is why this is this price, or your product is of this price for a reason. But if they are looking for something lower, if they have a lower budget and they are looking for something the lower price, what they can do is and give them options. If you have those options, good for you. It's always good to have options. That is high ticket, mid ticket, low ticket. You should always have low ticket options. But let's say their buying capacity is way below your low ticket options, you can refer them to someone, or to keep them, you can just give them a bit of help for free. If you are selling products, maybe a sample. Or if you are selling your courses, maybe a trial version, or maybe a 3-day class for free. Or if you don't have that option at all, you can refer to someone who will give them this option. So this goes long way. Once people know that you actually want to help them, be very honest and help them, give them options, they will trust you more than absolutely anyone. And they won't, question their decision. Because people need to feel important. They need to feel that attention. They need to feel listened to. They need to know that you actually have their best interest in your mind. And these are the ways how you prove. You not only sell to them, not only boost ads, and not only just tell them that buy my service, buy my course, buy from me and your life will change forever. This is not how it works. Brand communication is about building relationships. It is very much like two human relationships. Let's say you meet someone and you like them, and then you want to go out with them and you want to date them. Only when they want, and let's say only when they have time, they are contacting you and they don't listen to you. Otherwise, you should not see those people. People who are putting effort, let's say you want to go out and they can make time for you, or they are approaching you, can you go out with me? When the effort comes from both, when the effort comes from two people equally, only then the relationship is built. So people will be scrolling, people will be, binge watching YouTube, people will be always, getting your ads. If you are paying the paid traffic, you will reach people. But how does it work? You need to have enough contents that add value for free to engage them. What do you think? What kind of complaints have you had before? Or how do you feel when your expectations weren't met? And allow them to input their opinions and see how that goes. It means you pay attention to them and always, always keep community management in mind. This is how you gain trust from people. And if you are doing it right, it wouldn't take you long time. If you are taking it lightly and you think that it is, you know what, it's all drama, then yeah, you are good to take that chance. But I'm telling you, brand communication, if you always want a lifetime commitment with your audience, you always want a lifetime commitment from your audience. And this is how you can build it. You just, keep adding values. And even if they are not buying from you the first time, the second time, and sometimes they won't buy from you for a long, very long time, you don't shut them out, because you never want to be that brand that only sells, and if you don't buy from them, you don't hear from them. It doesn't work like that. You need to always be there from them. So at one point, if you have watched The Big Bang Theory, how Leonard wears down Penny, and they keep asking, and Penny keeps saying no. She keeps procrastinating. She keeps delaying. But at one point, she understands, and she just gives it. This is how it works. In real life, I am not saying that you should pursue relationships like that you have to wear someone down. But in business, in brand communication, yeah, this is how it works. And I hope this video helped. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section, and I promise I will help you any way I can. I'll see you very soon. Bye.